Hi guys, this is Ishak and you are watching Ahyat Property TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now that we've looked into Malaysia, into the macro perspective of Malaysia property market, now we've zoomed into Greater Kuala Lumpur, and now let's look into Iskandar, Malaysia. I'm going to look into Iskandar, Malaysia. These are the two tier 1 locations to my opinion. Now, when you look into Iskandar, Malaysia, you have to understand that Iskandar, Malaysia is new in the sense where it's basically not a locality or it's not a district that has existed in Malaysia since the beginning. Basically, it's Johor, right? Johor, the state of Johor, the southernmost state in Peninsular Malaysia. Now, when you look into Iskandar, I don't have the Iskandar map exactly, but let's look into the Johor property market. When we talk about Johor, Iskandar market is looking really at the South Johor market, because Johor is a very, very big state, and let's just look at it at the bigger picture. Now, just let me get my highlights out, and yeah, and oops. So when you look into Johor, this is basically it. Let's look into the main arteries into Johor, the main roads. Right? This is the north-south highway that drives the traffic from Kuala Lumpur, of course, the capital city of Malaysia, down south, right? And you've got this what do you call this Tebrau corridor, the Ulu Tiram Road coming up to Kota Tinggi. So that's one there. You've got the Skudai Road up there, and you've got a couple of highways right now. This is the Senai Desaru Highway. You've got this is the highway, Pasir Gudang Highway. You've got the coastal highways here, the EDL, the coastal highways down there. Okay, and of course, where Singapore comes in is from the middle, the causeway, and also from Jurong, the Tuas side, and there's going to be a link up here, right? The second link that brings it totally up. All right, now when you look at the market right now, we look at the 5 flagship areas of Iskandar. Now that's Johor Bahru, that's flagship 1, that's Nusa Jaya, that's the Western Gate, Tanjung Pelepas, the Eastern Gate, the Pasir Gudang area, and flagship E, that's where the airport is. So if you look at this, now let's just take those other messy bits off. Let's redo this. So flagship A, Johor Bahru, flagship B, Nusa Jaya, the Western Gate, Tanjung Pelepas. E is Pasir Gudang, and D, this is D, and this is E at the airport site, Senai, and so on. So when you look into these areas, let's try to see where all the action is happening. Of course, all these 5 flagships, there's a lot of action going on right there. But like I've mentioned in the videos before, you can see how areas, let's say 20 years ago, they might be disconnected from each other, but soon as the country progress, as population increase, and there's more and more developments, these areas are going to expand and they're going to converge. Expand and converge, expand and converge. And all these areas, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see them really just have a massive convergence right there, which there is already. And you know what, all the way down here perhaps, but there's a lot of movement here, and I do foresee there's some movement northeast towards Ulu Tiram, Kota Tinggi. I mean, as of now, you could see this happening already, and there's a lot of action coming up to the airport side, you know, the Skudai side. So this is going to be a massive area for South Johor, Iskandar, Malaysia. I've done a lot of reviews on Iskandar, Malaysia, but this is just really looking at maps. So that's just my opinion. You know, I could be 90% wrong. Every investor makes a decision, pulls the trigger based on the decisions that he makes for himself. This is a serious disclaimer that I have to make. At the end of the day, I'm not an expert property valuer or property you know, people in the land surveyor business, but this is how I see the property market is in South Johor as a property investor. As we go on in the days ahead, I may have some video reviews on certain localities, and we'll look into specific developments where we can invest in Iskandar, Malaysia, one of the hottest places, not only in Malaysia, in the world. So there you have it. That has been a video review on Ahyat Property TV. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.